My name is Kerry Jack, and I want to help you happy hustle a life you love, one full of passion, purpose, and positive impact. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur, a professional model / actor, a digital marketing specialist, a podcast host, author, a biohacker, an eco warrior, a martial artist, a hippie cowboy, and a humanitarian. Then check out the Happy Hustle podcast, where I interview world-class happy hustlers from spiritual gurus to multi-million-dollar entrepreneurs. It is time to happy hustle your dream reality. Yee-yee! What is up, you beautiful happy hustlers out there? Kerry Jack here, and I hope you're having an amazing day. I mean it, just seriously enjoying this very moment right here and right now, and soaking it all up and just being present, grateful, and still. And in this episode of the Happy Hustle podcast, we have on Melody Besner, who is the co-founder of Therasage, which is making the best world's premier infrared products, holistic healing, devices from full different spectrums of products and services that they offer that really are changing the lives of so many individuals. And I knew I wanted to bring Melody on the mic because, one, she is definitely a happy hustler, and two, Therasage has been an amazing supporter of this show, The Happy Hustle. And it's also been an amazing part of my health journey using their products. And in this episode, we actually talk about some of their products, the Thera 360 Plus infrared portable sauna, which is my go-to. It's sitting right over here in my office, and I use this thing regularly. And we also talk about this amazing holistic health essentials bundle that they have put together specifically for the happy hustlers. You're not going to find this anywhere else on the internet. This is for you guys listening right now, for you right now. If you want to optimize your health, you can get the hookup on this amazing health essentials bundle. And I'm going to tell you real quick what's included, and then you're going to hear more about it. But you can get the Thera 360 Plus portable infrared sauna. You can get the Thera Protect EMF cell phone chips. You can get the Thera H2O water pitcher and the Thera O3 ozone module, all for the lowest price you'll ever be able to get it if you go to kerryjack.com/Therasage. That's going to take you to the page where you'll learn all about it. We're also going to talk all about it in this episode. And also we talk about her entrepreneurial journey, because, she's a rock star entrepreneur as well, who built this amazing company. But there's so much value in this episode, especially if you're looking to optimize both your physical performance and your cognitive performance. This is a must listen all the way to the end. Melody just has an amazing energy about her that really just, brings the charisma and the love and the light, but also the calm and the gratitude. So I really enjoyed connecting with her as always. And I know you guys will too. So if you do get some value, shout them out at Therasage Infrared on Instagram, give us some love online. Let me know where you're listening to it. And then also share it with a friend who is out there who maybe also wants to optimize their health. This is a great gift too. I know we got the holiday season coming up. This bundle is an amazing gift that I've given already to probably 3 people. And I'm probably going to buy some more as well, just because I know the power of giving something that actually adds value. These products and services that they offer, they really do stand behind them, and they come with a 2-year warranty, and they're family-owned company. The list goes on of the benefits that actually come from using them. So if you guys do, get value from this one, share with a friend, but also think about who this would be a good bundle for. Now, without further ado, y'all, I think it's time. Let's dive into the Happy Hustle podcast. All right, Melody Besner, welcome to the Happy Hustle podcast. I am super excited to connect.
Not as excited as I am to connect and to be on the Happy Hustler with you, Kerry.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a fun one. I mean, you are the co-founder of Therasage, who is making literally some of the best holistic healing products on the market and have been a great supporter of myself and the Happy Hustle podcast since its inception. And I'm a huge fan of all of your guys' products. I have the Thera 360 Plus, my sauna right here next to me. I got all the EMF blocking devices and the ozone and all this great stuff that you guys produce. But before we dive deep down the rabbit hole on holistic healing, I am curious, Melody, what's something interesting about yourself that not too many people know?
Well, if you ask Robbie, he would say everything. But um, interestingly enough, now that things have evolved and people are talking more about nutrition and diet and all of that, and even spirituality, I've realized that my whole life, everybody told me skipping breakfast is not good. It's the most important meal of the day. You
Hmm.
need to eat all the time, um, all blah, 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 all of that. And
Yeah.
I just didn't. So as a youngster, I was, without knowing it then, I was intermittent fasting. I was eating keto and doing all the things that are really anti-aging
Hmm.
now, that people are now realizing are really good for you. So it was interesting to me and made me feel really good to realize that all the things that I was doing that people were telling me were not healthy were actually really healthy. And now I can continue to live that way and do that and feeling good about it and not be ashamed for the fact of how I eat.
Yeah, that's powerful. I mean, I also, without really knowing the benefits, have been a skipper of breakfast, will you? And, I think that has been a powerful tool in my health optimization journey, just intermittent fasting without really knowing, because I only eat when I'm hungry, and then I make sure to eat whole organic most of the time, fruits, vegetables, um you know meats that don't have pumped with, like, you know a whole bunch of antibiotics and hormones. And I just think those little decisions add up. As mentioned, you're now in your 60s. I would have never guessed you are in your 60s, Melody, like,
Oh,
legit.
now everybody knows.
Well,
It's one of the
yeah.
things that I don't talk too much about, super private. And if asked, I'll always say, "Well, now I'll have to kill you." So, Carrie, there you go, man.
All right. Well, you're just, but the truth is, Melody, you're a proof of the product, like, of what you do. It works. It's anti-aging. You're vibrant. You're energetic. Every time I talk to you, I get in a better mood because you're charismatic. And I knew I wanted to have you on the podcast. Just, we've had your husband on, Robbie, in the past, and you're co-founder of the company, and I love that it's a family-owned company. But I knew I wanted to have you on because you bring a different energy, a different light. And I know we have something super exciting for the Happy Hustlers specifically to share. So you guys have to stick around to the end to get this amazing ultimate holistic health essentials bundle, which I can't wait to dive into. But before we do, Melody, let's just talk about kind of like the backstory with Therasage and how'd you guys start this amazing company?
So, backstory is we had no idea that we were starting a company. It was more about a personal journey. And uh, our daughter was all of a sudden coming down with very severe symptoms. And after years of trying to figure out what was going on for her, um, finally got a diagnosis of Lyme disease,
Mm.
chronic Lyme. And back in that day, over 20 years ago, it's not like it is now. Lyme still isn't understood or hardly understood, but much more now than it was then. Um, and so then you think, oh, well, you have a diagnosis and you can actually, oh, now you can do something. But that just opened up really down the rabbit hole, as you would say, because the doctors wouldn't treat her. And there was we were just being told from all of the really top hospitals and doctors around the country that there was really nothing they could do for her. So we had to take that into our own hands, which started that journey of realizing you have to take your health into your own hands if you really want to get well and be well. Um, and for those of you that have children, you'll understand this. And those that don't, you will learn when you do, if you ever do. Um, that I told my husband, who I love very much, but nothing really mattered. And I did some research and I said, you're going to go on a journey and you're not coming back until you figured out what you're going to do to help your daughter feel better and get out of bed. And so
Mm,
then he did and went on his journey and he brought, developed products for her, just her, wasn't even developing a product. It was something that he, um, as a mad scientist, I would say, put together a few items for her to use. She started feeling better. We were at the time with I, I think still one of the leading Lyme doctors in the world. And he saw the, the significance of the things that she was doing that were expediting her or his protocols for her. And so then
mm,
he asked about it and then said, well, gee, don't you think that's something you should be sharing? So here we
mm.
are.
Wow. I mean, powerful journey. And it's like usually the best ideas come from scratching your own itch first, right? Or like out of just personal necessity. Here, you and Robbie were with your daughter who was sick from Lyme disease, and then you needed a solution in order to save her life. And you came up with these protocols and the sauna and the infrared full spectrum sauna and all these different products. And it's just, such a powerful journey of innovating, when your back's against the wall. Talk to us a little bit about, what some of those early protocols were that really,
Well, it's
saw
certainly, the
benefits.
Therasage has certainly evolved over the
Hmm.
years, that's for sure. Um, but the initial concept was um, thinking about Lyme and a parasite, and then realizing that if you that the Lyme gives off a neurotoxin and it doesn't like oxygen or heat. So the
Mm,
concept was, what is there that would uh, help kill the parasite, get rid of the parasite, and then also, in itself, help you detox the neurotoxin. So it was
hmm.
super interesting that infrared was, it came full circle. It helps oxygenate your bloodstream. It raises your core temperature. So when you have a higher temperature, it's like a false fever.
Hmm.
Parasites don't like that. And then it kills the parasite. But then you have this neurotoxin that if you don't detox it, to get it out of your system, you're just as sick as you were with the parasite to begin with. So you needed to be able to eliminate it. And infrared frequencies do all of that.
Mm.
And the benefit is it also helps with pain relief and decreasing inflammation. So it's infrared frequencies are an incredible tool from nature,
Hmm.
um, to really bring people full circle, not just Lyme disease. And now as things have progressed in the world and people are more toxic and there's so many more problems with your food and your air and your water, that it's kind of a chronic disease type of thing. But the infrared frequencies are naturally from the sun and have all of these really incredible health benefits. And that's
Yeah.
where Therasage has, and we follow health trends to look at what can we do or tweak to add additional benefits. So
Mm.
like negative ions and grounding, like all of the things, it's actually back to nature,
Hmm.
which you're an expert at. Back to nature.
Well, I totally love that nature was the source of inspiration behind it, because I really do subscribe to the less is more approach, and I'm very deliberate with what tools I do integrate to my routine. And I think a lot of the happy hustlers can resonate with that, making sure that what you do utilize does have its roots backed by science, but also has nature baked in, and what has been working for, millennia. And
Exactly.
that's what I love about, using the sauna is it's full spectrum infrared, red light, near and far frequencies. Talk to us a little bit about that science. And I know Robbie, is the scientist, but you'd have a very elegant way of breaking it down so,
Well,
us happy hustlers can understand it actually.
the interesting thing is that most of the science over the years was about far infrared.
Mm,
Um, but again, as the world has progressed, more people have looked at the benefits of the near infrared spectrum. So infrared is a spectrum, and it's broken out into 3 sections: near, mid, and far. So again, most of NASA, like the years Einstein and NASA, those studies and that science has been based on far infrared. But now, because of the need, there's, I would say, past 5 or so years, a lot of science on near infrared and also red light frequencies. And it's I think people don't understand, because there's red light therapy. Um, so the red light frequency is just underneath the near infrared frequency. So it's close in range, but red lights you can see, obviously.
mhm,
Infrared you cannot see; it's invisible.
mm,
So red light red light therapy, you can see that, but most of the ours, I'll talk about Therasage. Our red light therapy is not just red light therapy, it's red light and near infrared. So you're
mm,
getting that full spectrum from red to near, which has um, been shown in science to actually activate the ATP in your mitochondria. So
mm,
that's a really big deal to help, for mitochondria support. That's what a lot of people have challenges with chronic fatigue, because it gives, so it helps boost your energy, and also it helps your body naturally produce nitric oxide, and
mm,
that's oxygenating. So, and those combinations of things help reduce inflammation, reduce pain. So when you're getting when you're getting all of these, red, near, and far, you're really getting um, the full Monty, so to speak.
yeah. Yeah, no, it is the full Monty indeed, and it's one of those things where I I personally I was using a dry sauna prior, and I know there's some debate on the benefits of dry sauna versus full spectrum infrared saunas, um, but I can just tell you the difference from my opinion. I feel actually rejuvenated when I get out of a near and far spectrum red light infrared sauna rather than like gassed and exhausted after I get out of a dry sauna. Talk to us about like chemically what's happening, the difference between those two.
Yeah, so it's interesting. So we definitely we try to recommend people, look, if you whenever you can do your infrared sauna, if you can do it at all, that's great. But it's really nice to do it in the morning, because
Mm,
to answer your question, what happens is, and that's why you feel, invigorated.
mm-hmm,
Um, so what happens is those frequencies in the red light and near infrared range are activating your mitochondria and giving you energy. That's, like that's part of what happens. It actually is like simulating exercise.
mm,
So it increases your circulation, it gets your heart going, it gets your metabolism going, you start to burn calories. Um, and so it has that effect. The same, it gets your endorphins going. So it's a similar effect as when you go and you work out. You're working out, you're stressing your body, but actually it really makes you feel great and
mm-hmm.
gives you energy. And it gets
Yeah.
your day started, feeling wonderful, and, you feel like $1,000,000, spend the rest of your day feeling really good. So it's the same kind of um, physiological effect on your body, because it
Mm,
gets all of these systems going, and helps give you energy. That's why. So if you can do it in the morning, you'll have that effect. You'll have that metabolism, the circulation, all of these benefits going, all day long, or, at least start your day off like that.
Mm. Yeah, it's a great point. And I mean, just some of those benefits, just to, recap it, like you actually sit on your butt and you burn calories, which is amazing. Who doesn't love like the easy way? You increase blood flow circulation, you're increasing your metabolism. You are decreasing the inflammation in your body, which a lot of disease, quote unquote, right, stems from inflammation in the body. There's just so many benefits baked in, plus the ATP production for your mitochondrial health, your cells powerhouse. That is really like, it's the full Monty. And, I can just say, just from my own experience, what a powerful addition it has been to my hair, skin, nails, and teeth as well for collagen production. Talk to us a little bit about what happens like for your actual collagen.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that. It's really great for your skin. And
Mm-hmm.
so even though your head is out in our sauna, first of all, you're getting the full body detox. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there's scientific concepts of pulling toxins from your organs, increasing the toxin pull from your brain.
Mm.
Um, you'll notice within a week or so, your skin glowing, pores smaller, just really, having a change in the way your skin looks. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
women will say that they don't need to use foundation, face makeup anymore because their skin looks so good. Um, these frequencies actually the red light and near again are the ones that the plastic surgeons or estheticians use in their practice for anti-aging, wrinkle
Mm.
reduction, collagen production, cellulite reduction. So it
Mm.
has all of these anti-aging benefits too. And also the nitric oxide production that's oxygenating your bloodstream really has a positive impact on your skin too. So it has anti-aging benefits. It's also super good for your heart. So there's studies from cardiologists that talk about, let's say they're patients that can't exercise, but obviously need to get their heart going. Just the infrared, because of the increased circulation, gets your heart going. So it's really great for heart health.
Mm. Wow. Yeah, it sounds too good to be true, Melody. And I know the happy answers are like, wow, this is powerful. But I'm sure they're probably also going, I think I need to get one of these and I need to explore this.
It's the sun. If you
Yeah.
think about the what, just like you talked about nature, it's delivering the frequencies from first early morning sun, which, there's a lot of talk now about sun gazing, I think,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
getting out there and being in the sun at the very first sunrise,
Mm-hmm.
um, those frequencies, and then through the day without the dangerous part of the UV spectrum. But it's the healthiest frequencies from the sun. It's what makes your body feel warm when you're in the sun. And so if you think about, you're sitting in the sun and it feels really good, and then a cloud goes over the sun and you got shades, and it actually, you feel like it's a little bit cooler, but the temperature hasn't changed. Those are the frequencies, those are the infrared frequencies that are making your body feel nice and warm when
Mm.
the sun's rays are on you.
Yeah.
um, that is what people don't understand about, that it's a frequency,
Yeah.
um, which is different than, just as you started to talk about, just a hot, like a hot rock sauna. The
Mm-hmm.
difference is that just heats up your skin. You're warm, you perspire because you're hot. The infrared is actually frequencies that is deep penetrating into your body.
Mm.
And the other cool thing is that it doesn't have to be so hot. Um, and it doesn't really heat up the air around you. So it's warm, but you're heating up your core. So it
Mm.
really does have a physiological change in your composition.
Yeah. And you know, what I'd say to people is like, basically, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the infrared sauna heats you from the inside out, and a hot rock sauna heats you from the outside in. And there's just so many more benefits from the latter or the former, having having the infrared like heat you from the inside out, that deep penetrating, frequency. So yeah, super powerful stuff there. And I know we teased it, but I do want to talk about this holistic health essentials bundles. And I also want to talk about, kind of how you guys built Therasage, because I know a lot of entrepreneurs listen to the Happy Hustle podcast and they're interested in just the economics and the business behind what you've built, which is, it's a massive company that has saunas and products that get shipped all over the world for thousands and thousands and thousands of people. The testimonials on your guys' website it's proof in the pudding. So I do want to talk about the entrepreneurship behind it, but I do want to kind of go through what's in this holistic health essentials bundles and where the happy hustlers can get us. Let's start with, we talked about the sauna, which included in this bundle obviously is the Thera 360 plus portable infrared sauna. Then you're also throwing in a Thera Protect EMF cell phone chip. Talk to us a little bit about what that does.
So it's really, we've done studies with this looking at heart rate variability, live blood analysis to show. So the technology behind it is more about now. We used to just shield EMFs and have something that would help shield EMFs. But as technology has progressed and the exogenous frequencies in the environment are more so than you can't get away. You really can't get away from it unless you go to your master class up in the mountains of Montana. That's probably the only place you're going to do that. But
Yep.
If you're anywhere, you're surrounded by Wi-Fi, by 5G, Wi-Fi, smart meters on your home.
Yep.
And obviously the cell phone technology. So you can't get away from it, and you can't really stay in front of it because it's continuously progressing. So what we looked at is not just shielding it. So it gives out a frequency that spins in the opposite direction of the frequencies from your phone to help shield that area, but also to build your own biofield. So to keep you strong, to keep your body strong. And that's the basis of the technology. It's a simple, it's like a chip that you put either on your phone or between your phone and your case. Like I'll always tell people, put it between the phone and case so that when you get a new phone, you can just continue to use the same one. So you don't have to get a new one. And it has very special frequencies, sacred geometry, and holograms on it. That's what is the magic. And it has patents behind it and a lot of science on it.
Wow. Yeah. So included in this health essential bundles, you get the Thera 360 plus sauna. You also get the EMF cell phone chips that basically protect you from those electromagnetic frequencies that are just penetrating us everywhere we go, unless you do go into the mountains, for the Montana Mastermind, which we just got out of, which was amazing. And I feel rejuvenated because I wasn't getting beamed by EMFs.
Right.
But let's talk about the next item in this amazing bundle. It's the Thera H2O water pitcher. Talk to us a little bit about that.
So that's super interesting too, because we use, we didn't talk about the fact that we use natural gemstones, earth elements in all of our products. It's one of the, it's another part of nature. So the filter in the pitcher actually, first of all, it purifies the water, taking out lead, fluoride, contaminants, pharmaceuticals, particulates, and also glyphosate, which is a really big problem these days. So then after it purifies, it actually goes through, we have crushed up gemstones, earth elements, tourmaline and jade and shungite and all of the earth elements that we love to use. They're crushed up in the filter, and also a vortex
Mhm.
So as the water, as the purified water goes through that part of the filter, it's running through it similar to water going that's trickling down a creek
Yep.
over the stones in the creek. And so that actually energizes the water and creates cellular hydrating, living water. So instead of it coming out of your spout just straight out, just dead water, it is actually creating structured, living, cellular hydrating and alkaline water.
Mm.
Alkalinity is about 7.2 to 7.4, so not too alkaline, um, and helps to keep you mineralized. So when people use our sauna, they sweat, and we'll always say, stay hydrated, drink cellular hydrating water, and maybe add a pinch of salt to your water or some electrolytes. But the pitcher helps to just give you water that you can drink right out of the pitcher that will uh, have all of those benefits in it.
Yeah. And it's such a great point because I think a lot of people don't understand the importance of water and the type of water and making sure your water is clean, especially from fluoride, lead, contaminants, particulates, pharmaceuticals, glyphosate. I know just recently I had my water tested here in Montana and we found bacteria in it. And so we went through a whole process to clean up the well in order to get super dialed in structured water. And I've had water machines, I've had alkaline pitchers, I've put molecular hydrogen in my water, I've tried all sorts of different things, but just having that living structured water, there's no substitute for it. And I love that this is included in the bundle because it really is, it's, if you're going to be using a sauna, you need to stay hydrated or else you you have detrimental effects, you know.
It's a
So
key, staying hydrated is a key component
mhm.
to making sure that you're getting the full benefit of what you're doing with the sauna.
Yeah, it is true. And I think, you know, most people walk around chronically dehydrated. I could
Yeah.
say that probably with confidence because, when you're sleeping, you are losing so many electrolytes. Your body gets dehydrated. That's why it's important to wake up first thing in the morning. First thing I do, chug water, and then I have my greens, apple cider vinegar, now I threw in a little manuka honey, just feeling crazy, and yeah, I got my pink Himalayan salt, and then I mix it all up with a little bit of organic lemon to make sure my pH is balanced properly, and voila, it's how I start every single morning. And see, you got it too.
Voila, same
Yep,
thing.
yep.
And
She's
and the Manuka honey. I love it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So that's awesome that you include that. Now, talk to us about the Thera O3 ozone module because this, I think a lot of people also are a little bit confused when they hear about ozone. So kind of just give us a little backstory on what ozone really does and what this Thera O3 is all about.
So ozone has a long history of being very confusing to people. Um,
Yes.
okay, it's, is it good for you? Is it not good for you? And it's one of these very controversial types
Hmm.
of therapies. So we know that ozone therapy is really good for people, uh, good for anybody, but especially people that have chronic health challenges, because oxygen, um, most of the things, microbes and bacteria and parasites, they don't like in any kind of bad cell. They don't like oxygen. So ozone therapy is really oxygen therapy. But ozone is controversial because it can also be dangerous.
Hmm.
So medical grade ozone is combined with oxygen, and you have to be very careful with it. It's super complicated. It's pretty expensive, but it does have tremendous health benefits.
Hmm.
We always look to see what can we do to add things into your sauna session, let's say, that will increase the benefit, the therapeutic benefit of what you're doing. If I got you for 30 minutes, what can you do that's going to enhance that 30 minutes and
Yeah.
give you more benefit? Um,
Biostacking, right?
yes, sir. Biohack stack, right?
Yep.
Or yeah, all right. So perfect. Um, so That was the thought behind the Thera 03. And again, one of the things, one of Therasage's big pillars, or our whole mission, honestly, is being able to bring something to products to the public that are easy to use, easy to understand, easy to use, that you can have in your home, and easy to afford.
Hmm.
So when we looked at, ozone would be a great addition, and how do we come up with something that's meets all that criteria?
Yeah.
So the Thera O3 is the lowest gamma in ozone that you can have. So it's safe to breathe.
Hmm.
So this is kind of the misnomers, or just information about ozone, because if you read about ozone, it'll say you can't breathe it, and that's true, but it's all about the gamma. So the Thera O3 is. I wish I had one to hold up. Do you have one?
I have one over here. Yeah.
Should I grab mine, or you're grabbing yours?
I'll grab mine.
Okay, because I just want to show how like how simple it is.
And we do have some, I'm sure, just watching or just listening. So we'll have to describe it quite well. But for the video versions, people watching on YouTube or online.
So I just wanted to show how simple it is. It's just a little cube. It actually charges like a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it charges like a cell phone. And all right, so it has a negative ion selection, and it has the O3 selection.
I have the ion selection
And
on.
you have the ion selection, which is great for helping you relax and sleep. But for the sauna, our sauna actually produces negative ions on its own. So when you use it inside the sauna, you put the O3 selection on, and then you're adding in ozone therapy into your infrared sauna session. The concept is that the infrared opens up your skin, and then when you have the ozone module in the sauna with you, and it's in a small area, your skin is open, and the infrared enhances the absorption of the negative ions or anything in there. So now the ozone enhances about 8 to 10 times the absorption of what you have going in there. So your skin is now your biggest breathing organ, and it is breathing in the ozone. And so you're adding ozone therapy. And a lot of the docs that we have had test out our prototypes will talk about that it is just as powerful as having a low gamma and diluted medical grade ozone going into the sauna as this little ozone module. And so now, since COVID, people are now using that for other things outside of the sauna. So in the sauna, it's ozone therapy, and it will enhance the oxygenation of your bloodstream. Outside of the sauna, it will actually sanitize the air around you, kill germs, bacteria, viruses in about a 12 by 12 area. So people take it in their car, they take it on the plane, just to keep the air around them sanitized. Someone in your house gets a cold and you're sleeping in the room with them, put it on in the room. It'll keep kill the cold germs. So, and it has a few other uses, like for taking smells away and things like that. So again, it's simple to use, and really great for a lot of different things. But the main reason that we brought it to market, and the main reason that we have it in your bundle, is for the use inside the sauna to add ozone therapy to your infrared sauna session.
Yeah. This is something I really want to stress to all the happy hustlers out there. Using your time most effective when you are doing, a sauna. There's ways to actually, biostack, like put multiple biohacks so that you are getting multiple benefits in that 30-minute sauna session. And this is a perfect example of doing just that. Using the Thera O3 ozone, I put this right at my feet in the sauna so that my body just soaks up this amazing, ozone. And then it cleans the air. It also, there's tons of benefits you just heard from just advanced oxygen treatment, with your sauna session. You can now have this plus, structured water, plus you have, your EMF blocking devices, all with this holistic health essentials bundle. And I just want to tie a bow on it for all the happy hustlers, because I'm sure they're like, well, what the heck, how much is this? This sounds super crazy expensive, and I know she's talking about affordable, but what does that really mean? So I do want to actually touch on exactly what people get, because this is a special offer strictly for the happy hustlers. You can't go on their website and get this. This is for the happy hustlers out there, and it's the ultimate holistic health essentials bundle. This is what's included. First, you get the Therasage Thera 360 plus portable infrared sauna. That retails for, guys, normally $1,100. Okay. Then you got the Therapeutic EMF cell phone chips, which retails for basically $60. Then you got the Thera H2 water pitcher, which retails for $80. And then you have the Thera O3 ozone module, which retails for $150. And I know I probably sound like, the game show host now, but you're not going to pay that now, folks. You're actually going to get the hookup just for listening to the Happy Hustle podcast. And really, guys, when I say the hookup, this is the real deal. You are going to save over $500 on this sauna or on this holistic health essential bundle. Normally, all this stuff would be over $500 or $1,500, but you guys can get it for $997 if you go to carryjack.com/Therasage. And this isn't going to last forever, guys. This isn't one of those things that we're just going to leave up. It's a limited time offer. And it's, something that we really wanted to give to the happy hustlers that we know is going to add value to your life and to your health. It's one of those things you got to jump on. You also, I want to throw it in there because this is a really powerful book, Infrared for Optimal Health. This is Robbie's book. It's a $70, value, and you get that included. So all that for under $1,000, guys. You cannot beat that. Melody, do you got anything to add to all this good stuff?
Carrie, only for you, man. Only for you. Okay.
I know, right? This is serious. Like, this is some serious value going on. If you guys have been thinking about getting a sauna or really doubling down on your health this year, now's the time. Jump on this, special deal and go to carryjack.com/Therasage. And then you get all this stuff shipped to you for basically less than $1,000. So there you go. Anything else?
You guys can always reach out to Therasage if you have any questions or you want to talk about anything. We are always here to assist and help you.
Yeah. And I mean, because you stand behind your products. That's what's amazing, because it does come with a warranty, right? Is that true?
2-year warranty.
2-year warranty.
I do want to throw in, not to put a kibosh on anything, but there is a little shipping charge on it.
Oh,
So
that's fine. People get that.
I just want to make sure. But yes, 2-year warranty. And one of the other things that's so incredible about this particular technology is that every part of it is plug and play. So 5 years down the road, you have a little challenge with something, you just reach out to us, we troubleshoot, and then we literally send you a part that you unplug yourself and plug in the new part. So this is something that should last you a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. And it's affordable, guys. Your health should be one of your number one well, there's not should be. It is your number one priority.
Health is wealth. There's nothing, no doubt. I wake up every morning and I feel good, and that's the blessing. So
yeah, it is. And it really should be your top priority, because you can't happy hustle your dream reality without your health. So I really do highly recommend you guys jump on this and take advantage of this amazing special offer and just really start feeling better and more optimized. both physically and cognitively and emotionally, and then heck, probably spiritually too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's all
Absolutely.
connected.
It's all
Now,
connected.
Melody, I do want to ask you this, ask pretty much every single guest that comes on the show, and that is, what was your first hustle? The first thing you did for money?
If I tell you, I have to kill you, Carrie. Um, the
I'm
first
gonna die
thing,
twice in this episode.
exactly. Um, James Bond, right?
Yep.
I don't know.
You
First thing I
forget?
did for money, I worked at a clothing store.
There you go.
It's not
Okay.
something, it's not something super exciting.
Oh no, there never are. I mean, but it's always funny to see where we got our entrepreneurial roots, you know?
No, that was
Um,
not, that definitely was not entrepreneurial. That
yeah.
was just so that I could get a discount on the cool clothes I wanted.
Oh, well, hey, thinking ahead. I like that. Now, I do want to touch on, your entrepreneurial journey, because let's face it, you built this successful company that is changing the lives of just so many people. Talk to us about your greatest entrepreneurial lesson learned along that journey.
Um, that it's, that it, uh, well, what we'll say is that it's the overnight success that took 20 years. That's
Yeah.
the biggest lesson. You just
Yeah.
stay with it. You just actually, the answer, real answer is that you know that what you're doing is really your passion. You know that you're doing it for a reason, that
Mm,
there's going to be hurdles and it's going to be painful on some levels, and it's also going to be, the most joy you can get. So it's a little bit about um, that if you love what you do, it's not work, and you just don't let anybody discourage you from what you're doing, and don't let life discourage you. Just keep
mm.
at it.
Yeah, yeah, so true. It's that persistent consistency on the entrepreneurial journey. I've talked about some of my failures and how I've turned them into fertilizer along my journey, but it really is, you know, just continuing forward, being relentless in your approach, and being very resilient as well along the journey, because being an entrepreneur isn't for the faint at heart. You must continue to push forward even when you don't feel like it, even when you're fatigued, even when things don't go your way, or when the launch fails, or when you don't get the sale or whatever, right? You got to continue forward. So I love that you brought that up.
And be fearless.
Mm, yes. Or you could have fear, but just proceed anyway.
Okay.
Because like I
You
know
got
I
it.
got,
You have to
yeah.
release your fears.
Yes.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Release your fears and just go for it.
So true. I love that. Now, Melody, I do ask all my guests a couple different, questions in multiple disciplines, and I like to call them happy hustle hacks. And these are, tips, tools, or tactics that you use in your life that, potentially could add value to the listeners and viewers. Now, first, let's talk about health. Just one thing that you do in regards to health that could be deemed a happy hustle hack that you want to share.
Fasting.
Yep. And so what's your feeding window? Just elaborate just a little bit.
Um, as far as when
Yeah.
times
Yeah.
that
When do you eat? Yeah.
sometime somewhere between 4 and 7.
Oh, so you don't eat until 4? Oh, wow. And then so
But
you own.
but it's just a choice. I mean, like, I
Yeah.
forget to eat.
Yeah. That's
Um,
interesting.
yeah, I'm not usually hungry. I will do dinner. Sometimes I fast, just regular couple day fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, if someone didn't make me eat, I probably wouldn't, or if there wasn't someone else saying, "What are we eating?"
Yeah.
My kids will attest to that. Okay, because
Yeah.
I would forget to feed them,
Yeah.
little toddlers. Oh, gee, I'm supposed to give them breakfast or lunch.
Yeah.
All right. No, I was not an abusive mother. I would feed them, but I wouldn't eat.
That's funny. Oh man. Well, yeah, it's really, powerful tool, fasting. So I love that you said
I'm
that.
not sure that that's great for everybody, to be honest, but it's just,
Mhm.
answering the question.
Yep, for sure. Now, let's talk about money. And I think it's really important to touch on money. You know, money's a tool, it's a way to add abundance and happiness to your life. What would you say is a happy hustle hack in regards to money? Maybe something you've learned along your journey that's helped you save or invest or spend wisely.
Just don't get too committed to it. Okay, money comes and money goes, and it's not the it's not the be all and end all to life. Yes, in a business, you need to be able to support your business. On our
Mm-hmm.
side, we're more about we're more about taking care of or helping more people than we are about making more money. Um, and so for people that are listening, my staff tries to keep me off the phones because people call and they cry and then I give things away. But the hack on my big thing on money is that it's fluid, and I know when you don't have it, it's really hard to look
Mm,
past that. Um, but it's really just a tool to kind of get you where you want to be. And for us, it's more about just being able to keep the business going and help as many people as we can. It's not about garnering money.
yeah.
So maybe that's why we're successful.
Yeah. Oh, I would 100% agree. I mean, being mission driven, focusing on your customers, focusing on how you can actually solve their problems rather than the end result, because the result always comes when you do, you know, actually help people in the process and having that service over self mindset. I love that.
Yeah, and I think, the abundance is more about the heart than it is about the dollars.
So true. Now let's talk about spirituality. You know, I'm not necessarily a believer in one God or another. I'm very spiritual. I pray every meal. You know, I really do believe in a higher power, and I practice gratitude. Um, what's what's maybe a happy hustle hack in regards to your spirituality that you can share?
Um, just be true to your heart. I also do, like spoke about, I am grateful for my meals. I'm grateful for everything. And I show my gratitude, and I also, bring it to myself. I'm
Mm,
very grateful. And I think that there's something about the knowing of the higher power. Um, you can talk about it or say you do, but when you really know that whatever happens, there's that lesson. Like, um, when stress actually, it brings growth. So
mm,
if you can look, and realize that, really know in your heart that whatever's happening,
yeah.
there's a great reason. There's something good. And so the spirituality for me is just in the knowing that whatever it is for the best, whatever.
Mm,
And
love that.
truly believing that,
Mm,
and believing in that higher power, because
yeah.
it's for sure. And it actually will make you super powerful
Oh
yourself.
yeah. Yeah. You got to have faith. Definitely.
Exactly. Have faith.
Yep. Love that, Melody. Now, I do want to jump into the rapid fire round. And this is basically where I just ask you random questions where
You
you
didn't
answer
warn me
honestly.
about you didn't warn me about this before.
I know, I
Okay.
know. Well, that's because I wanted to keep you on your toes.
Rapid fire. Okay.
So basically, I'm just going to ask you random questions and you're going to answer honestly. First things that comes to mind. Are you ready?
Born ready.
All right. Favorite food? Go.
Chocolate.
Favorite movie?
Um, Favorite movie. Michael.
Favorite book?
Um, Journey to the Heart.
Love it. What's your spirit animal?
I don't know.
What came to
I
mind?
just Well, I'm a crab, but I'm not crabby. So that's not my
I
spirit
love it.
animal.
I love it.
I guess a butterfly.
Okay. Okay. Best business advice.
Just follow your heart. Do what you feel. Just find what you want to do. Find what your passion is. It's like your hero's journey. What is it that inspires you, and just go for it.
Love that. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Um, to heal people.
Oh, wow. Well, you have that one already.
Working on it.
Yeah. One billboard that basically was going to be shown to the entire world, and this was your last piece of content, what would you put on that billboard?
My family, picture of my family with big smiles.
Oh, that's awesome. And 3 things you're most grateful for.
I'm grateful for my health, grateful for the ability to be able to help people through Therasage, and I'm grateful for my husband and my son, my kids.
Love it. So amazing. You crushed that rapid fire round, Melody.
That was
Now,
easy.
yeah, you did great. Now, what is, maybe some links or what, places where people can connect more with you online? I'm sure the Happy Hustlers are going to want to, keep in touch. Give us some links where people can find out more about you.
So Therasage for Instagram is Therasage Infrared. There's a Therasage Instagram that we're not using, and that's a whole nother story for another podcast. So Instagram is Therasage Infrared, and Facebook is Therasage, and we have a healthy hotline YouTube channel that Robbie's been doing a lot of interviews on, and we did a Lyme disease awareness month this year that is on Healthy Hotline, but also LymeAwareness2021.com. It doesn't just address Lyme disease. It talks about any kind of different types of goals or challenges, and has interviews with many really interesting people. And that's a really great place for people to go and listen to different experts in different areas.
Awesome. Love that, Melody. And one more time, I do want to touch on this amazing holistic health essentials bundle that the Happy Hustlers are getting the hookup on. So if you guys want to get all these goodies, I'm talking the Thera 360 plus sauna, the Thera H2O water pitcher, the EMF cell phone chips, and the Thera ozone module for the best price you're probably ever going to be able to get it for. You guys can go to carryjack.com/Therasage and get the hookup. Plus you get the ebook. You're saving over $500. Guys, take action on that. Now, Melody, any final words before I ask you the last question?
We love you, Carrie.
Well, I love you guys too.
Those
you
are
guys
my final
awesome.
words.
Amazing. Now, Melody, what does happy hustling mean to you?
It means that anybody can do anything that they want, and there are no limits. And it also means about smiling.
Yep. So true. Smile, smile while you have teeth. Love it. Mic drop. Not you, just everyone.
Yeah.
We all have teeth right now, hopefully. So
hopefully.
Smile.
Well, and if not, hopefully you don't have them because of a good reason.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Because a lot of people are taking their teeth out because they want to stay healthy, and there's a lot of issues. So that's a whole nother podcast.
Yep. So true. Melody, this has been truly amazing. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge you. Thank you so much for sharing your love, your light, your wisdom, and just appreciating, the Happy Hustle and supporting myself and this amazing journey. I'm just so grateful for how you're showing up in the world, you and Robbie and Therasage, and changing so many lives. I'm just so grateful to be a part of it in some small way. So thank you again.
Our pleasure, and thank you. Okay, yeah. Ditto on everything. Back to you.
Ditto. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for watching and listening. We are out. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Real quick, guys, I have something super special for you. And this is not going to be available for very long. And it's only available for the Happy Hustlers out there who watch and listen to the Happy Hustle podcast. This is from Therasage, and they are hooking all the happy hustlers up with an opportunity to grab the ultimate holistic health essentials bundle. Included in this amazing bundle is their Thera 360 plus portable and affordable infrared sauna. This thing sits in my office. I use it regularly to decrease the inflammation in the body, increase the blood flow circulation, burn calories, not to mention so many other benefits. I love my sauna, and you guys get to hook up on that sauna. Plus, you get a TheraProtect EMF cell phone chip, which is actually going to help protect you against EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies. You also get a Thera H2O water pitcher, which helps you purify your water from fluoride, lead, contaminants, particulates, pharmaceuticals, glyphosate, and structure your water. And obviously, when you're doing a sauna, you got to make sure you're hydrated. So that's why they wanted to throw in their really powerful water pitcher into this bundle. But that's not all, folks. You also get the Thera Ozone 3 module. This thing is really powerful. It's a tool that helps you increase the amount of oxygen in the body, and especially the blood concentration through cellular infusion with the introduction of ozone. And this is something I like to use while, in addition to my sauna, I put this Thera O3 ozone module at the bottom of my sauna, and it just actually helps me biostack where I use my time most effective. Plus, you're also going to get Robbie's best-selling book, which is Infrared for Optimal Health. You get all that. It's an ebook. You get all that, guys, for the lowest price that I've ever seen possible on the internet. And this is quite the doozy. You basically are saving $500, over $500, and you can get it all for $9.97. These are great gifts. I know the holidays are coming up. This bundle is not going to last long. We just wanted to put together something special for the happy hustlers out there to really optimize their health. You get all this stuff, saving over $500. You just got to help out with shipping, but it's $9.97, under $1,000 for all of those amazing products. You go to carryjack.com/Therasage. If you're hearing this right now, that means the bundle is still available, but it's not going to be available for much longer because there is a limited supply of these bundles, but they're specifically for the happy hustlers out there. So I hope you take advantage of this, and I hope you buy one for your friends and your families who you really truly care about, because these are some of my go-to biohacks, and I know they're going to make a positive impact on your life. And best part, it comes with a 2-year warranty, and they're family-owned company, so they really do stand behind their stuff. So go to carryjack.com/Therasage.